Can I steal the cop car? How do I steal cars? How do I get out of the car? How do I get out of the car? Into the ocean! Woohoo! Yeah! How do we get in? I'm just vibing. I'm just vibing. I'll raid you, Mochi, as soon as I'm just vibing.
Hello, 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 hello. Diary, welcome, 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 everyone. What do you think of the new setup? My standards have improved. I have chat set up on the stream. Mochi upgrading. Oh, I have a I have a custom diary command. Give me a second. I'm working on being professional. I'm almost there. Not quite, but we making it. Hey. Command? There we go. Alright. Welcome, 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 welcome. Alright. Let's go ahead. You can't escape the support. Nobody can escape the support. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So where we left off. Yuji was in the middle of in the middle of spacing out while Sachi was talking to him. He didn't know that Sachi was bringing up the idea of a shark pouch, and so now she's going to make a shark pouch because Yuji was off in space. I bought more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. May go into debt. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't buy that many, soldier, please. We don't want you going into debt. Ooh, do you guys want to see some of my new alerts? Hold on. I gotta show you guys some of my new alerts. Give me a second. So I prepared these in advance. If you're interested later, I can send you a free chat box made the chat look a little fancy. Yes, please. I would love that. I would love that. Pretty please, diary. Okay, so I feel like I gotta show y'all the bits one first.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
This is a test bit alert.
The base boost. Then we got the Oh, well, that was quick. Oh my god. Welcome, baby. Welcome, everyone. I was showing everyone my new alerts. Okay, now that Memi's here, I've got to show the bit one again. Are y'all ready to see the bit alert again? I'm showing the bit alert again. Here we go.
I got some jelly beans. I like jelly beans.
This is a test bit alert.
got Golden, welcome! The Spiel Raid, yes. I've got that, and I've got, I set up my subscription thing as well. So that was pretty cool.
This is a test.
And I've got donations. Donuts. Oh, donuts. Umash. Donuts.
This is a test donation for $55.
Okay, that's all. Let's get to the story. Okay. I'm sorry, I just had to show you guys my new alerts. I was excited about them. A cool draft of air was flowing into the hallway through an open window, refreshing as a mountain breeze after a long hike. As I walked down the corridor, lost in my thoughts, I was surprised by an agitated yelp. It was reminiscent of the high-pitched shrieks emitted by cartoon animals back in the earliest days of sound films. I moved to confirm the situation, prepared for the remote possibility of an emergency. Instead, I found Michiru sprawled out on all fours, her face planted on the ground. Apparently, she was cleaning the floor with her tongue. How admirable. A face mop, eh? It brings back memories. I had to clean a few hallways this way myself back in my old school.
そんな特殊な方法で掃除するわけないでしょ。転んだのよ。いったたた。
So I asked Kai if he's played/heard of Fruit of Grisaia, and he said he had. Nice! Let's go! Always glad to see some more visual novel fans. I hope Infinity Yen stops by tonight, because he's read quite a few in his day, and I always like talking to him. I like talking to all of you, but like, I don't know, it's just neat to see visual novel fans, because then I get to nerd out about them. Oh, God. When I looked down, a number of canisters were strewn all over the floor. They resembled Michiru's containers of Ramune candy. Apparently this wasn't an attempt at cleaning after all. They must have fallen out of her shark pouch when she fell. Starts lurking. Thank you so much for the lurk, Golden. I really appreciate you dropping by. Even if this isn't your type of content, I really do appreciate it. Big ups, homie. Finding people with the same interests is always a great thing. Yes, I agree. In an attempt to be polite, I bent over. I bent over to help her pick them up, but Michiru hurriedly snatched the canister away from my hand. Oh, FYI, Kai said best girl is Yuji. Ravon, welcome, Ravon. Bent over. How are you, Ravon? How is everybody? Okay, how's everyone's day going? Just everyone. I love everybody! Mwah! I don't know if y'all know that clip of that one girl. I think she's like a famous Instagrammer. She's just clapping her hands like, I love everybody! I'm wild. I'm a drowsy mess. Let's go. Oh, God.
私が自分で拾うからいいの。触らないでよね。
If you say so.
これジッパーのとこが少しバカになってるのよね。サチに直してもらおうかしら。お呼びですね、ミチル様。どっから出てきたの？
I woke up earlier and now I'm tired as hell. Oh no.
偶
It's
然
never fun to
近
wake
くを
up
通り
early.
かかったものですから。そうなの？でもちょうどいいわ。これのジッパーの部分直しておいてくれない？はい、喜んで。それにしてもこのサメさん、可愛いですよね。まあね、そうよね。このようなアイテムは人を選ぶと思うのですが、その点ミチル様はとてもよくお似合いです。風見さんはどう思われますか？
Yeah, it's cute. Michiru has reached the pinnacle of shark chic. Shark chic.
サメニスタ。
Now that I think about it, by this point, I was already mostly tuned out of the conversation. Once a female speaks the word cute, in most cases the discussion is going to get painfully lengthy and repetitive. Combined with my drowsiness from insufficient sleep, this instinctive judgment quickly sent my mind into hibernation mode.
へえ、あんたもこういうの好きなの？
This is why he loves Yuji. Yuji is great. Yeah.
それは見かけによらずです。
Really?
もしかして、あんたもこれ、実は欲しいなーって思ってるんじゃないでしょうね。
Such a little shit, I love it. I don't know, Yuji is such a smart ass. He's so freaking funny. I see. Yeah, this is where he starts tuning out.
本当にサメさんをお望みであれば、私が作らせていただきますが。
Amazing.
ちょっと、私が冗談で言ったのが悪かったわよ。この子、本当に作るわよ。
Not your fault.
みちる様、風見さんは本当にサメさんポーチを望んでおられるようです。そうなの？目が若干うつろだけど、本当にそうなの？適当に返事してるだけじゃないの？
Oh my god.
みちる様、それは間違っています。風見さんは返事を適当にする人ではありません。風見さん、私にサメさん作らせてください。
I see.
しかも風見さん用にラインストーンをつけて、さらに可愛くキラキラにさせていただきます。だから毎日しっかり着用してくださいませんか？
Amazing.
ちょっとユージ、私が悪かったってば。この子本当に作っちゃうわよ。そしたら毎日キラキラをぶら下げて生活することになるのよ。キラブラ生活なのよ。それでもいいの？
Oh, we better treasure that shark pouch. Rhinestones are a bitch. Listen, Diary, there's something you gotta learn about Sachi. First off, she's best girl. That's main priority. Second off, there is nothing too steep that she's not willing to do if someone asks her to do it. You literally just ask her, and she's like, I got you. Not your fault.
みちる様、きっと風見さんはこう見えて大のファンシー好きであり、キラキラ好きなんです。
I did as you were gonna stop at. First off, she's best girl. I almost did. I almost very much did.
このサメさんにはラインストーンが似合う。風見さんもそう思っていただけたんですね。
I see. Honestly, Sachi relatable.
それでは決定事項とさせていただきます。
Amazing.
クオリティが低くならないように努力します。
Not your fault. Somehow it seems that the conversation concluded with me sentenced to wear a sparkly shark fanny pack at all times. Ahem. Kawaii. You know it, Golden. I gently close my eyes and imagine the result. There he is! There's Yuji with his own shark pouch! What a Chad! A sparkly lifestyle, as they say in Hollywood. A life of glitter. Although I can picture the scene without difficulty, accepting it proves beyond my capabilities. You better treasure that gift. I know! It's like a good-looking You know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If someone made something like that for me that's like really girly, but they put like a lot of effort into it, I'd wear the hell out of it. I don't give a fuck. Someone went out of their way to make that for me. You better know I'm wearing that everywhere I go. Mochi, a real one. I mean, someone put their heart and soul into that. Why wouldn't I? Sachi! Sachi!
はい、いかがなさいましたか？
Emergency situation. Sorry for the sudden notice, but I need to withdraw the previous request. Discontinue the production process.
と申しますと
We stand a Gamer King. The Alpha Gamer King Mochi himself. I am here to stay. I'm talking about the pouch. You remember, right?
はいすでに半分ほど完成しているサメさんポーチの件ですか
The guilt trip! Sachi's got him played! Sachi's got him played! She's got his number! She said, I got you, fam! Oh, the one I'm already halfway done with? The one I've already put so much of my work into? That one? Is that the one you're talking about, Yuji? Sachi's got him played! You work fast!
はいそれはもうマッハで取り掛かっておりましたもので
My hands have been moving at Mach speed. Every time the words shark pouch leave Sachi's mouth, her expression becomes dazed and dreamy. The girl's gotten herself all fired up for some reason. I got to do something and quick.
だって風見さんがサメさんポーチだなんて可愛いじゃないですかですからこの小峰幸それはもうミリミリで作業に取り掛からせていただきました
Down to the millimeter. Right. If the thing's already half finished, I can hardly admit that I simply wasn't paying attention to the conversation. In the field, even a momentary lapse of judgment can be enough to trap you in a hopeless situation. I've seen people die for their carelessness before my eyes. A few thoughtless steps, a small sound drowned out by the buzzing of insects, a small stray bullet, such things can sometimes change the fate of the world. I should know this all too well, and yet, look at me now. Cold sweat trickles down my armpits as I speak. Ew. A shark, eh? A shark, is it?
はいサメさんです
Could you make it a crocodile instead?
できますすぐに取り掛からせていただきます
Like how she's just like, of course! Figures, I was hoping to buy some time with an unreasonable demand, but we're dealing with Sachi here. A design change like that doesn't even faze her. Sorry, Sachi. Forget about the crocodile as well.
はいではこのトレーシングペーパーはひとまず剥がしておきます
Her preparations for changing the coloration from a shark to a crocodile were proceeding far too quickly. I can't underestimate her skills. Sachi really is a sweetheart. She's best girl. I've got to pick an animal difficult enough to throw her for a loop and slow down the production process. Which would mean... I've got it, Sachi. What we need here is a bush dog.
ヤブ犬ですかアルゼンチン北東部などに生息し後ろ向きに走ることができるという別名ブッシュドッグことあのヤブ犬ですか
It's awfully specific. I do indeed think you can handle it.
もちろんです
Aww.
少し時間がかかるかもしれません
Sachi twists her face in apparent frustration, just as I'd hope. Even with her determined spirit, making a motif from such an unfamiliar animal should require some time-consuming work. Alright, carefully collect your reference materials. Proceed slowly but surely. Nice and slowly, understood?
かかります
Let's have your initial report on the estimated time to completion.
2丸分です
Through heroic effort, I managed to swallow the words, "That's too damn fast," before they leave my mouth. How many of y'all can make a pouch or like a purse in 20 minutes flat? I don't like it. I see. You think it'll go that smoothly, eh?
迅速な行動が理念ですからそれでは失礼いたします
Seems the bush dog was too easy. If I'd gone with the golden lion tamarin, I might have bought myself a few more minutes. She's so talented. I know. Damn it! I chose poorly. Damn it!
バカじゃないの本当に。適当に返事してるからでしょう。まったく。
Silence! What's the point of passing judgment on history from a position of hindsight? At that time, under those circumstances, I made the best decisions that I could.
その結果がこれ。まったくご苦労なことね。
Damn it all!
ちょっと落ち着きなさいよ。ポーチぐらい大したことじゃないでしょ。
Yes, perhaps you're right. My apologies. I overreacted. She's not even wrong. Yeah, Yuji is like freaking the hell out. She's like, hey bro, it's actually just a pouch. Calm down. Thanks to Michiru's words, I quickly regained my composure. It seems my lack of sleep may have made me overly irritable. Just as she says, if I think about the matter rationally, there's hardly any reason to make such a fuss over a mere rhinestone-covered shark pouch. The mature thing is to politely accept my sparkly fate. On second thought, I'd rather die! She's kinda right, though. I know, right? It's like, it's just a pouch. Just take the pouch, man.
だから落ち着きなさいっての。
Gah! Adequate sleep is gravely important. You coward.
どうしたのよさ。
Uh-oh.
随分騒がしいじゃないの。祭り系？
I could feel Memi's blood boiling. I could feel Chat's blood boiling. Machina's here. Uh-oh.
それがさ、参っちゃうのよね。ユージが珍しく苛立っててね。ぽへー、珍しいこともあるのよさ。カルシウム食えや、ほれ。
Horny lolly, help put her in the holy daycare. As she speaks, Machina picks up a pebble from the hallway floor and offers it to me. I accept it with a curt yeah, then hurl it into the distance with one smooth movement. Silence, please. I really, truly need you to stop talking for a while. I think Yuji is saying what the entire chat says every day of their lives when they see Machina. They say, silence, please. I really, truly need you to stop talking for a while.
Please don't say train.
Nobody was discussing locomotives. Your English is terrible. Also, you need to shut up.
ミュなんよ、変なお兄ちゃんだな。確かにいつもとちょっと違うのよさ。話半分で聞いてるユージが悪いから仕方ないんだけどね。
True. When you get down to it, this is my fault. Seems I have no choice but to accept the consequences.
それでチルチルは私に何の用なの
The
よ。
lurk will not. Well, no problem, diary. Thank you for dropping by and thank you for lurking. I really appreciate both.
うん、それは。風見さん、できましたよ。やぶ犬さんですよ。
The bush dog.
やぶい。
Hope the stream goes well in the meantime. Thank you so much. I have a good feeling about tonight's stream. I think this will be the affiliate stream, the one that gets me to affiliate. I really hope so. And if it does, I'm gonna kiss everyone and hug them because y'all are amazing for helping me get this far. I really do mean it. Although she's completely out of breath, Sachi's face is filled with the joy of victory. She thrust out her hand, offering me a pouch recognizably modeled after a bush dog. Pretty impressive accuracy for such off-the-cuff work, actually. You got this. Yes, let's go. I got this. We got this. Okay, now we're these sound effects though. Good work. Impressive. I wasn't expecting you to finish the job so quickly.
はい、サメは国家なり。サメじゃなくてヤブ犬だし、国家でもないけど。では風見さん、早速ご試着願います。この紐を肩におかけになってください。
I turned the pouch over in my hand. It seems to be constructed from heavy-duty waterproof nylon, usable even in heavy rain weather. In order to express the distinctive coat of the bush dog, Sachi's made use of fabric with a chocolate chip pattern. The chocolate chip design is more familiar as a camouflage pattern in desert regions, but it's well suited to the purpose. I'm honestly fairly impressed with her creative choice. And yet, as if to intentionally shatter the otherwise clever design, sparkling rhinestones are scattered all across the pouch's surface. The sheer glitter power of this thing is overwhelming. I feel a little dizzy just looking at it. Hey, Sachi.
はい、どうかいたしましたか？紐にはアジャスターも備えていますから、多少の体格の変化にも対応できます。この小峰幸の最高傑作と言っても過言ではありません。ぜひの試着を。
I see. I still my nerves and prepare to face my cruel, sparkly fate. If only I'd gotten adequate sleep. But in the next moment, the situation changes abruptly. Michiru approaches briskly and snatches the pouch from my hands and dangles it in front of Makina.
ほら、マキナ見てみなさいよ、このポーチ。ポーチ？ポーチなんて興味ないのよさ。寝言は寝ていえっつうの、本当に。バカ、ちゃんとよく見てみなさいよね。ほらこれ、キラキラついてるのよ。キラキラ
？With the subtle motion, too small for Makina to consciously notice, Michiru draws the pouch back toward herself. The action triggers Makina's subconscious instinct for the chase, firmly hooking her interest on the bush dog pouch. But fanny packs are where money is. That's true. That's true.
キラキラなのよさ。目さキラキラしとる。それ香水、香水。
Oh god, now Golden's gonna be like staring at people's fanny packs like there's gotta be $1 that's gonna fall out or something. Just waiting for people to drop their change out of their fanny packs. Makina's words. I grab Sachi's shoulder and stare intensely into her eyes. Sachi, my friend, you heard the girl. This thing's hella shiny. I want it. Unless you give me this pouch, I don't know what will become of me. I'm afraid I can no longer live without it. What passion. My heart has been moved. On that note, I know I was originally scheduled to receive this, but I think Makina may be the more deserving recipient. It may look even better on her than it would on me. What do you think? I keep a flat fanny pack underneath my shirt when I travel aboard. Safer that way. Oh, nice. You don't see a lot of people use fanny packs nowadays. I wish Arceus was hella shiny. Don't we all, soldier? Don't we all?
そうですね。確かにサメの段階では風見さんがベストだったのですが、ヤブ犬となるとマキちゃんに若干の軍配が。ねこれ何？ゴールデンライオンなんとか？失敬な。どこからどう見てもヤブ犬。
Oh, Sachi mad.
ヤブ犬か。あれかわいいよね。ヤブ犬大好き。チルチルの次に好き。
Oh.
マキナの中で私のポジションどの辺なの？犬、チルチル、ヤブ犬、犬っていう順位で好き。
Wait.
かすごく獣に挟まれてる感じがする。そして犬が2回も。
Sachi, can you find it in your heart to give it to our young animal over here? I think that would be the best thing for the pouch.
もう獣が好きなわけじゃないのよ。ヤブ犬と2匹の犬とチルチルが好きなだけなのよ。はい、わかりました。確かに私も風見さんよりマキちゃんが持っていた方がお似合いな気がします。マキちゃん、大事にしてね。はーい、モロタでキラッキラのヤブ犬モロタで。ダフン。こいつ泣くぞ。はい、泣いた方がいいかな。
What did she put in there?
なぜ照れた。ねえねえサッチ、これもっと泣く泣き針ある？
I feel like she put an actual dog in there.
バリエーションはまだ10種類しかなくてね。これで。
Just a reminder, everyone, she made this in 20 minutes.
この鳴き声を堪能したいのよさ。
Oh my goodness.
この鼻の部分を押すと
You can hear them talking in the background. Makina and Sachi wander off somewhere, grasping the sparkling bush dog pouch in their hands. Left behind, Michiru and I find each other's eyes and have simultaneous sighs of relief. Excellent work. I definitely owe you one.
はあ？何がよ。
No need to play dumb. I know you orchestrated this conclusion. You called Makina over so you could press that pouch on her. Sachi's a speedrunner for real.
画策？変な言いがかりつけないでよね。私のどこが画策だって言うのよ。そんなに画策してる？
Oh my god. Can you define orchestrated?
あれでしょ？こうカクカクサクサクってことでしょ？何それ？どういう意味よ？
Whatever. Either way, I owe you one. From now on, I'll be paying at least a little attention to any conversation, no matter how incredibly pointless. Otherwise, there's no telling when I'll get caught up in something ridiculous again.
あんたって素直なんだかへそ曲がりなんだかわかんないわね。
Sounds like you're describing yourself.
そんなことないでしょ。すっごいじゃなくてすっごく積んで。あれ、こういう時はどうすればいいのかしら。
If a tsundere honestly admits they're a tsundere, they stop being a tsundere. Think of it this way. A woman says everyone on her island tells nothing but lies. If it's true, the woman's a liar. But if she's a liar, what she says can't be true. Same thing applies here.
ハリネズミのジレンマってやつね。
No, not quite.
違うの？ジンマシンのハリネズミ？
Now you're just talking about an animal giving birth.
じゃあ、段ボール箱の中の猫がジンマシン？
Are you looking to become a veterinarian?
私って獣医になりたがってるの？いつの間にか心理テストを試したのね。なんという恐ろしい男。
There was no testing involved. You managed to get yourself completely confused just fine without my help. Specifically, you started talking about things you don't understand and lost track of the conversation entirely. Neither Schrodinger nor Freud have anything to do with this. You're trying too hard. Stick to nice, small words.
うるさいわね。とにかく、私は私なの。他の誰でもないの。
Yes, I'm aware of that.
私は分かってないのよ。
Michiru takes a handful of Ramonate candies from her pouch and munches down on them vigorously. I know women are always saying they have a separate stomach for sweets, but isn't this daily intake of junk food bad for her? Or is this some form of stress relief? Seems to me that a coping strategy like that would just get you caught in a vicious circle of candy-bloated misery. You know, no matter how much glucose you take in, it's not going to increase your basic potential for action. It's certainly necessary as energy for your brain, but considering your presumably modern and clearly unhealthy diet, there's no need to go out of your way to take more. Junk food like that is basically pure sugar, just so you know.
ほっときなさいよね。こうすると落ち着くのよ。にゃんにゃん。
If you're that fond of them, let me try one.
ダメよ。これは私専用なんだから。自分で買いなさい、この貧乏人。
Damn. Hi.
ああ、貧乏人って言葉はまずいか。このお菓子を欲しがる人への悪口は
You what?
このシュガーです。
Got him. I think you may have gotten there from homeless, but the nuance is actually pretty different. I think I might have mentioned this, but your English really needs work.
うっさいわね。とにかくそういうことだからバイバイ。
Oh, a reasonably polite farewell for once.
バイバイ取り消し。バイバイしないからね。なんもなしで去るからね。なんもなし。
Got it. See you later.
またね。
It's difficult for me to determine whether this girl is basically a somewhat considerate person or just an utter idiot who occasionally stumbles her way into acts of kindness. But either way, she's incredibly noisy. From experience, I know there are essentially two types of women in the world. You have your noisy women, and then you have your even noisier women. That's the only two. There's no in-between or anything else. And we men must manage as best as we can in this cruel world. There is a quick and efficient way of shutting a woman up, namely sealing her lips, but sadly this comes with its own set of complications. Life's no picnic. I think I'll be going to bed early tonight. When you visit a country where they speak a different language, there's one thing you should always learn first. Namely, the local phrase for thank you, or so my master taught me. Of course, my master was also such a half-assed human being that she usually didn't bother to learn anything else. Get thanks down first, then just make up the rest as you go along. I had plenty of good conversations in America using only thank you, dog, and pencil. When someone's that shamelessly sloppy about life, it's actually kind of charming. The woman had brains of poultry, but while we're on the subject of English, chicken head is an insult you should usually try to avoid over there. Say that to a woman and you've implied that she spends a lot of time moving her head back and forth like a chicken peeking at feed.
Today's supper is a fish. You like a fish? Do I do like a fish?
Here comes the English.
Yes, fish. Are you okay? What you say? Are you okay? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Oh, jeez, but that. You too? Suck that! You bastard! What? Please say again. You know I'm saying knocking now. I like like fish. I'm rabbit.
Soldier dying.
You rabbit? You must not laugh.
Hey, Amane.
何さ。
What exactly are those two doing over there?
あれマキナ先生の特別授業だよ。
Remedial class?
ほら、みちるはこの前、英語のテストで赤点ギリギリだったじゃない？だからああやって、時々教えてもらってんのよ。
Machina? Teach?
まあ、ほら、言ったと思うけど、マキナはああ見えて子供の頃アメリカに住んでたしね。
The idea of Machina teaching somebody is kind of bizarre.
何を言う？考えてもみたまい諸君。いいかね？松島みちるといえば、ショパンをチョピンと読む女だぞ。そして私は、アニマルをエニモーと発音する女だ。これはもう誰の目から見ても、私が教える側の人間であることは明白。まさに自明の理ではあるまいか。
I can't, dude.
いや、そうに違いない。反語。そしてなぜか口調まで天才風。うざいことこの上なし。自分で言う？っていうか、自分で分かっているなら自重しなさいよ。
You're awfully full of yourself for someone who can't even pronounce... Oh no. Animalocaris properly.
何それ？
It's the name of the largest animal in existence during the Cambrian period. Cambria period. Machina. Let's see what you got.
アロマノカリス。
Wrong. Try again.
アノロマカリス。
Wrong. It's Fuck. Animalocaris. Once more.
ハロゲンバルブ。ハゲロンバブル。はい、アウト。
What? You can't even handle halogen bulb?
マキちゃんは舌が短いし、頭の中がちょっと特殊なので、うまく発音できない言葉が多いんですよ。そんなことないのよ。なめんな、マキナなめんな。貨客船マンギョンボン号。
Oh.
うるさいな、邪魔すんな。
Spare me the temper tantrum. It's probably a side effect of a compression-based mnemonic method. She seems to be storing only the beginning and ending of each word for efficiency. So proper nouns and words without unusual and words with unusual middle syllables give her trouble.
チルチル、英会話の続き、
Oh, shit.
やるよ。うるさいわね。そんな大声出さなくても聞こえてるわよ。よーし、じゃあアマネを使った英会話始め。Her name is Amane. I know. So what? She's very lovely. It's right. By making her a lover, it's to become happy. How about it? She's lover of lover. Lover of lover? If you marry her, it is mommy of mommy. Hey, is your mommy a mommy? Yes. Oh, holy shit! Cool fun! You get life.
What good is this doing? This isn't even a conversation. This is amazing. Hey, Amane. Is this really going to help her grades, Eddie?
どうだろうね。まあ、やらないよりはいいんじゃない？
Well, maybe, I guess. The complete lack of coherent flow to their conversation is part of the problem, but Makina's English is almost honestly as bad as Michiru's. Her pronunciation is comically off, and she mixes in many weird phrases you won't hear over there. They say you shouldn't learn English from a non-native speaker, and this is a good case in point.
まあ、なんとかなるんじゃない？ノリで。
As you go along, eh? I suppose there are some people out there who can hold an entire conversation using only pencil, dog, and thank you. When it comes to English conversations, might as well just make it up as long as you go. I guess that's the extent of our lesson for the day. That was great. That was an amazing scene. When you see a maid with her hands empty, call out to her. That's a line from an old movie I saw once. It basically means that a capable maid should be kept busy at all times. Excluding the bridesmaid, whose main responsibility is getting drunk at her friend's wedding, the essence of the maid is service. Her job is to anticipate her employer's actions and needs, then take care of the dirty work in advance. You can really tell that this game's old with its perspective on women. This generally involves tools of some kind, so a maid who isn't carrying anything tends to be an idle, underemployed maid. Jesus Christ. You can apply the idea to other occupations as well. A good soldier always carries a well-maintained rifle, and a diligent student should always have a reference book or two on their person. But in some cases, the opposite may also be true. As I've just discovered, there are certain maids who catch your attention when their hands are full, rather than empty. The maid in question, Komine Sachi, is, as of fairly recently, my classmate. Just yesterday, we sat at our desk in the same classroom, pursuing our studies together, and now here she is, walking in my direction, dragging a metal bat roughly across the floor. In this country, where guns and bladed weapons are strictly prohibited, this is about as suspicious as it gets. Show this scene to 10,000 Japanese, and I think everyone would mistake her for a dangerous person. Of course, I don't actually have any proof that assumption would be a mistake on their part. Maybe she really is planning to burst into someone's room and launch an attack. So who's the target? Unable to suppress my doubts, I call out to Sachi with the question foremost in my mind. She turns to face me with a blank expression of confusion. Her nonplussed face is enough to confirm that my worst suspicions were unfounded. My interrogation proceeds to the next logical point of inquiry. What's that metal bat in your right hand?
水もせいです。
No, that's not...
水もです。
I wasn't asking for the brand, and your pronunciation was fine the first time.
困りました。私、風見さんの質問の意図がわかりません。
I just want to know why you have that metal bat in your hand and what you intend to use it for.
なるほど。そういう質問だったんですね。
Closing her eyes, she nods in satisfaction at resolving the puzzle. If I was having this conversation with someone from Ichigaya, we would have gotten to this point in 2 seconds or less. Communication between students, as you can see, is a comparatively involved and troublesome process.
この金属バットは、みちる様に頼まれて教室のロッカーから持ってきたんです。
Michiru asked for that? She planning to challenge Sakaki to a duel or something?
それは聞いていませんけど。
Your position inside the hierarchy of your community is established fairly quickly. For those determined to move up the ladder, single combat is a fairly common means of advancement. Perhaps this is a good opportunity to witness such a moment of struggle. Mind if I come with you?
私は構いませんけど。
Alright then, let's go. When we reach Michiru's room, Sachi knocks lightly on the door.
合言葉は山、川、ブルマ。よし。
With this brief cryptic exchange of words, the door swings open.
よくやってくれたわね。
In the next moment, a shock of distinctive bleached gold hair springs out towards me. I don't remember doing anything warranting a hug from you, actually.
って、なんでユージがここにいるのよ。途中で風見さんと会って、みちる様のところに行くと言ったら、ついて行ってもいいかと言われたので。なんで？
Why not? Just felt like seeing you, Michiru. Oh.
そんな見えすいた嘘に、私は騙されないわよ。その割にはまんざらでもないって顔をしています。そこは拾わなくていいところよ、サチ。すみません。
So, what exactly are you planning to use a metal bat for?
それは乙女の秘密ってやつよ。男のあんたなんかに教えられるわけないでしょ。
Does a metal bat have any female-specific applications?
それじゃあありがとう、サチ。このお礼は必ずするから。はい。
With this exchange, Michiru quickly retreats back into her room, and Sachi starts to walk off with a satisfied expression on her face. Sachi, aren't you interested in what Michiru plans to use that bat for?
私の仕事はただ頼まれたものを届けるだけですから。
I see. True. Demonstrating the discretion to refrain from inquiring into the circumstances of your clients is a vital step towards establishing trusting business relationships. Sachi seems to view her responsibility as a class representative from an admirably professional perspective. Impressive, Sachi. You've exceeded my expectations yet again.
ありがとうございます。
Aww. Watching Sachi's face flush slightly red, I continue with my questions. So, what's next on your schedule?
次は中庭の花壇にお水をまこうと思ってます。
Is that also part of your job as a class rep?
クラス委員の仕事ではないですが、以前学園長さんに枯れない程度に水をやってもらえると助かると言われたので。
I see. Seems that woman's been saving on labor costs by relying on volunteers for simple maintenance work. Next time you see the principal getting ready to push work on you, I think you should tell her the following. Come back after you fix the habit of baby talking to your pets.
わかりました。
Also, one more request. Would you mind if I continue observing your work for a while?
はい。私は別に構いませんけど。
Something the matter?
私を見ているだけだと、風見さんが退屈なんじゃないかと。
No worries on that front. I've already been entertained enough to last me a while. Sachi tilts her head to the side in a gesture of pure bewilderment. The more time I spend around this girl, the more I realize that she's a natural airhead. The type so oblivious she doesn't even realize she's missing out on everyone else's jokes. Alright, that's that. Don't mind me, I'll keep out of your way.
はい。
Upon entering the courtyard, Sachi immediately begins watering the rows of flowers. If you forget the strange fact that it's taking place in a Japanese school, this little scene of a maid caring for the flower beds is truly picturesque. Are those purple flowers verbenas?
はい。熊つづら科の多年草で、日本では美女桜って呼ばれたりしています。
Sachi is a dog confirmed. Oh, that just means she's loyal. That means she's good. She's his best girl. You're pretty knowledgeable.
詳しいまではいかないですけど、枯らさない程度に最低限のことは調べました。
I see. You're a diligent one. All of a sudden, Sachi stops moving her watering can. She bends down and opens a flower's bulb with her hand, carefully examining it. Something wrong?
この子の葉っぱ、白くなってます。
BRB. Okay, soldier. No problem. Crouching down next to her, I take a look. I quickly understand why she's so concerned. One of the flower petals is almost entirely covered in white, as if someone's dusted it with powder. Looks like flower disease. At my words, Sachi looks at me with eyes full of anticipation. Sorry, but that doesn't mean it's become edible. It's more commonly known as powdery mildew disease. You see it a lot when you're growing wheat or grapes.
そうだったんですか。
It's caused by a parasitic fungus, so the most effective response would probably be using chemical fungicides on the affected plants. Hi, eating dinner and stuff, so just lurking. Oh, no problem, Ivory. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Hope everything's going well, and I hope you enjoy your dinner.
殺菌剤。
If you ask the principal, I'm sure she'll get some for you. What is it? Something on your mind?
風見さんの方こそ花のことに詳しいなと思って。
Not in particular. Guess I'm actually pretty similar to you in that respect, Sachi. Somebody told me to read books, and I've just been following those orders. After a while, a lot of random trivia just accumulated in my head. It does come in handy every so often. Sachi doesn't respond to my words verbally, but her smile seems slightly brighter than usual. So, where are we headed next?
おトイレです。
Well, that's so.
はい。
The conversation comes to an abrupt end. We walk on in silence. After a little while, we arrive in front of the girls' bathroom. Hey, Sachi, mind if I stop you for a second here?
なんでしょう。
If we take another step forward here, I'm going to be trespassing in the girls' bathroom.
そうなりますね。
And you don't have a problem with that?
私がどうというよりは、もしその現場を他の誰かに見られた場合、風見さんの信用を著しく損なう恐れがあると思いますけど。
Seems she at least understands that a man entering a female restroom is not generally considered acceptable. So next up is cleaning the grand bathroom?
はい。この時間帯にお風呂に入ろうとする人は少ないので、いつもこのくらいに掃除をすることが多いです。
That's pretty neat. They put in like an echo. You planning to do it by yourself today as usual?
そうですね。私は分身したり、自分そっくりのロボットを作ったりする力は持っていないので。
True. Don't think I can help you on that front myself. That said, she could at least try asking one of the others for assistance once in a while. Maybe it has something to do with her firm set of beliefs about her responsibilities as a class representative? While I'm pondering the matter, Sachi has already calmly begun her work. After stopping the hot water that's constantly trickling into the oversized bath, she begins to lightly rinse the other areas of the bathroom using the shower head. From the quick, confident movements of her hands, it's obvious that she's repeated this procedure many times. It's pretty clear that Michiru or Amane helping is a rare event. I think she's effectively been cleaning this place all by herself for a long time now. Since I did tell Sachi I'd stay out of her way, it is my intention to not interfere with her work as much as possible, but just standing here and watching as my classmate does manual labor feels pretty awkward. Hey, Sachi.
Hi.
This is just an offer, but how about I help out as well?
でも、ここの掃除は風見さんが頼まれたわけではないですし。
Yeah, but I'd like to help, as long as I wouldn't get in the way. What do you say?
そうですね。風見さんはどことなく不思議な力が使えたりしそうな雰囲気があるので、その力を駆使して手伝っていただけると助かるかもしれません。
Unfortunately, I don't have any supernatural skills, but I do have some confidence in my basic physical capabilities. I am back. Welcome back, soldier.
わかりました。では、体力を駆使してよろしくお願いします。
Sure. Okay, let's get down to it. Your orders? What's wrong?
実は私、人に指示を出すのがあまり得意ではなくて。
The freaking echo. Is it bothering you, Panther? I don't know if I can turn it off. I think that's just part of the game. I see. In that case, you want me to give you the commands?
はい、その方が助かります。
Got it. We're dividing the bathroom into two halves. Sachi, continue to work on that area from the entrance to the right wall. I'll assume responsibility for the left half. Our objective will be to finish the work in 15 minutes. Is that acceptable?
Yes, sir.
A good response. Having completed the division of labor, I quietly moved my brush along the tiled floor, precisely imitating Sachi's movements as I observed them earlier. Throwing yourself into a mindless task like this every once in a while isn't such a bad thing. Helps maintain your ability to concentrate. Sachi lets out a small cry and there's the sound of something toppling over. When I turn around, I find Sachi sitting on her backside on the bathroom floor. She seems somewhat dazed. You plan to clean the floor with your clothes instead of the brush?
なるほど。その考えはありませんでした。目から鱗です。
In a gesture that's growing increasingly familiar to me, Sachi nods her head vigorously several times. It seems to be a sign she's absorbing a new idea. So first things first, any injuries?
少し床のタイルを傷めたかもしれません。
That's not a problem. Let's continue the job. I reach out my hand to Sachi, who hasn't budged from the bathroom floor during this conversation.
はい。
After helping Sachi to her feet and confirming that she's alright, I return to my own work. Phew! But seriously, the more you look at this gigantic bathroom, the more it seems out of place in a student dormitory. It's sizable enough that even a grown man would likely get tired trying to clean it alone. And again, this academy is dramatically over-equipped in nearly every aspect. Considering the tiny number of students currently enrolled here anyways. The one area where they show moderate restraint is the small faculty, but even then, every class is led by a lecturer with special expertise in their particular field. Well, I suppose the economic efficiency of this place isn't really my problem. Let's What's with the chirping? Do we have a sparrow trapped in here?
はい。
Well... When I turn back in search of the wayward songbird, I find Sachi in an inexplicable state of undress. Oh my god. What on earth are you wearing?
パンツ一丁でしょうか。
She's got her bra on as well, so I think underwear would be a more precise description. No, see, I was trying to ask why you've taken off your maid uniform.
それは先ほど転んだ時に服が濡れてしまったので、どうせならもっと効率のいい方法で掃除をしようと思った結果です。
And so you wrapped your uniform around the head of the brush and started dragging it across the floor?
はい、風見さんの一言から思いついた名案です。グッジョブです。
I suppose her clothes brush is contacting more of the floor at once than the standard version, but I'm more than a little dubious about how effective a cleaning instrument that it is. In exchange, you're standing around in your underwear in front of a member of the opposite sex. Any thoughts on that?
ダメって。
Sorry, but I'm not familiar with the language of the sparrows.
ダメでしょうか。
Well, not for me. I'm not the sort to complain about a free show.
それなら問題ありませんね。
As soon as the words are out of her mouth, Sachi gets back to work completely nonchalant. Things have gotten troublesome all of a sudden. There may not be any major problems at present, but if, say, Amane were to walk in right now, I think there's a good possibility I'd get dragged into an interrogation even lengthier than the one that followed the JB incident. I think that was the worst possible person that could have came in at this exact moment. At this point, I noticed Sakaki standing frozen just inside the entrance. Planning to take a bath in your clothes?
その必要もなくなったわ。たった今ね。
Even as she spits out her retort, Sakaki's suspicious glare stays glued to Sachi and her bizarre appearance.
小峰さん、その格好はどうしたの？風見さんが脱いだ方がいいとおっしゃるので。
Hold on, Sachi. There are a number of problems with your attempt at explaining the situation.
じゃあ、本当のところはどうだって言うの？あなたには前例があるし、返答によっては許さないわよ。
Prior offender? Oh, you're talking about that time she came to school in her underwear.
ええ。
Sakaki reaches into the pocket of her skirt and retrieves the usual item. So she carries her self-defense stationery with her even into the bath? A truly cautious individual. Sachi could learn a thing or two from her example. Lady Gamer Mom, welcome! Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I hope you have fun with your stream today. I was there the whole time, but I wasn't talking the whole time. I was just doing an EV hunt while I was doing it. But thank you for stopping by. Hope your day's going well. Ready to fight whenever. I know, right? I think I've mentioned this before, but that thing isn't going to work on me. As for the reason, Sachi's in her underwear. She decided this would be a more efficient method of cleaning, and took off her clothes on her own initiative.
So.
Although I offered my explanation fully expecting it to be rejected, Sakaki accepted my words surprisingly easy. Also, thank you for doing that, soldier. Thank you for shouting her out. Seems she's familiar enough with Sachi's lack of common sense that even a bizarre story like this sounds perfectly plausible. So anyways, the Grand Bath is reserved for cleaning at the moment. At this announcement, Sakaki abruptly turns and walks out of the bathroom, her long hair streaming behind her. She just goes back to cleaning. As for Sachi, she's already restarted her cleaning as if nothing had happened. The females in this school seem to be somewhat lacking in the shame department. Yeah. Or perhaps my preconceptions on the matter are as old-fashioned as wearing a pager on your hip. Maybe this is just the way things are nowadays. Seems like I've still got quite a lot to learn. Sachi, you're really something. In a lot of ways.
ありがとうございます。
Hi, Mom. If you haven't followed Lady Gamer Mom yet, please do so, because I am nearly positive, as long as she has the average viewers, that she's basically got affiliate. I don't know if she has average viewers yet, but she had quite a bit of viewers today, so I think that raised her count quite a bit. But she's really a lovely lady to talk to, and I always have fun dropping by her streams and chatting with her. Even if I'm lurking most of the time, it's always fun to drop by. Hi, hey, Bunny! Welcome! Welcome, everyone! Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. And make sure you follow Bunny, too. She's at 30 or so followers right now, so let's try and get that follower count up for her, okay? Because she's a really cool PNG tuber herself. She has like a bunny avatar that has really cute pink hair. And I don't know, she's just fun. Oh, what's this? What is this? Golden Panther! Thank you so much for the follow! I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, actually I need the VIP Golden Panther. Hold on. VIP. No, wait, shit. I can't type. I am blushing. Aw, no problem. Y'all are great. Always love having y'all come by. Golden Panther Gaming. Oh, why can't I add the VIP? I'll figure it out later. I'll get you in the VIP. Trust me, Panther. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. But I will get that done. I have a truly unlimited number of unresolved questions here, but one in particular stands out. Why is it that this girl can strip to her underwear in front of a man without even batting an eyelid, but blushes bright red when you give her anything resembling a compliment? Female thought processes truly are complex. You're probably out of VIP slots? I shouldn't be. There's no way. I don't think I added that many VIPs, did I? I don't think so. In this way, a day spent in close observation of my classmate comes to an end. And starting the very next day, there's a clear change in my environment. Specifically, this. Sachi has suddenly moved from her habitual seat directly in front of the teacher's podium to the desk immediately next to mine. Not that she's started pressing her blubber against me Amane style, she's just changed her seat. Not a particularly dramatic event, really.
ねえ、ユージ、これはどういうことなのか、ちゃんと私に説明して。
Oof. Like the overlay? Thank you, Mom. I tried to change it up a bit because I noticed when I'm reading visual novels, the other one didn't have like the best visibility to where you could read these messages. So I tried changing it up to where it was more accessible, and I also added the chat on the side, so that way, I don't know, it just feels a bit more quality. But thank you, I really appreciate it. I thought if I'm gonna be affiliate soon, that I needed to start making some serious quality changes at the very least. I'd like to hear an explanation myself, honestly, but first of all, can you stop interrogating me as if I'm an unfaithful husband? But the small change seems to have taken everyone around me by surprise, prompting general curiosity.
まさかあんた、痛いけなサチの弱みを握って席を移るように命令したんじゃないでしょうね。
Oh? an interesting scenario. Where things would go from here, there?
そりゃいやらしい写真を撮ったり部屋に呼び出してってあんたは女の子になんてこと言わせるのよ
I don't remember making you reveal your sick and twisted mind.
ねえねえさっちんどうしてお兄ちゃんのそばに席を変えたの
As Machina plunges into the heart of the matter, the other two Inquisitors catch their breath in anticipation.
特に理由はないよただ
Oh, do you want me to set up auto mod? I think I can turn it on, but you may need to enable it first. Give me a day to think about that, soldier. I don't know if I, Just give me a day on that, if you don't mind.
ただそっちの方がいいかなってちょっと思っただけで
Because I'm not too sure about that auto mod. It's kind of wacky sometimes in some chats. Why exactly would she suddenly prefer this seat? Was nearly walking into a girl's bathroom together that much of a bonding experience?
ねえサチそれってもしかしてユージのことが好きってことなんじゃないのみちる様がですか私じゃなくてサチがユージのことを好きになったんじゃないかってこと
I like the pink-haired girl. She's pretty cute. Oh my gosh, Bunny is absolutely based. Yes, as you have noticed, Bunny, Sachi is best girl. Bunny's with me. Yes, Sachi, Bunny is with me. She agrees. Bunny is 10,000 IQ. Sachi is indeed best girl. Thank you. Having grasped the nature of the question, Sachi closes her eyes and thoughts.
それは多分違うと思います。そうなの？はい。風見さんが悪い人ではないということは分かりましたが、まだ恋心を抱いたわけではありませんから。
Sachi is based, absolutely.
そうなんだ。はい。
Sachi simply answers the questions put to her in a steady and bland tone of voice. That hasn't changed at all from the day I met her.
早くも振られちゃったわね、ユージ。
Yeah, before I even made my move. That's a new record.
じゃあ、本当になんとなくなの？うん、本当になんとなく。
There's a slight smile on Sachi's face as she speaks. I'm pretty confident she's speaking with complete honesty.
でも、まだということは、これから好きになる可能性はあるということよね。
Oh, Yumiko's jealous. Ooh, she's jealous. Oh wait, did I skip it? Okay, no I didn't. I spent an entire day with her yesterday, but Sachi's thoughts are still beyond my understanding. But it seems clear that her opinion of me has undergone a subtle change of some sort.
ああ、小峰さん、少しいいかしら。
はい。
悪いんだけど、少し頼みたいことが。
それより、赤ちゃん言葉でペットに話しかける癖を直した方がいい。
どうして小峰さんがそのことを私、小峰さんに何かした？
Damn, one girl changes seat and suddenly everyone wants a piece of us. I know! It's pretty well known that rabbits can die if they get lonely enough. You might assume that means you should be getting your pet bunnies at all times. But in fact, excessive contact can stress their nerves badly enough to inspire escape attempts. Moderation is the rule in our interaction with other creatures. But human beings have a hard time finding that balance even when we try. All too often, we clumsily misjudge the appropriate distance, or stumble in our attempt to maintain it.
ちょっとお兄ちゃん、危機なのよさ。ちょっとなあ。
Yeah, sounds bad. A crisis, to be sure. A recess period. Machina pops up noisily before my eyes, then proceeds to grab at my clothes and shake me back and forth. I ward her off with one hand, paying little attention to the specific content of her squawking.
お兄ちゃん、なんで思いっきしスルーするのよさ。
Well, I assume you're just babbling. Can't say I'm sensing a whole lot of danger right now.
でも本当に大変なの。そんなすまし顔でイケメンやってる場合じゃねえっての。地球が危ないのよさ。
I can't do anything about my face. Leaving that aside, I suppose it wouldn't do to ignore a global crisis.
おう、地球は言い過ぎた。すまん。もっとちっこいな。うちのクラスの話。
That's a pretty dramatic drop in scale, you little punk.
でもな、世界系だとこういう小さなコミュニティが大体世界の命運を握るわけだから、おおむね間違ってはいないはず。
What the hell are you even talking about?
まあ世界やら世界はともかくとして、私たちの半径1キロ圏内において重要な事柄であることには間違いないと思うよ。
Oh. Machina is one thing, but if Amane is backing her up, I guess this does warrant my attention.
なになに？何の話してるの？
皆さんで集まってどういった要件でしょうか？
I have a feeling this is going to get out of hand if everyone jumps into the conversation. But just as I'm about to shoo away the two late arrivals,
それよ！
for some reason Amane jabs out her finger in my direction and powerfully declares something or other. I'd appreciate it if you could explain what it is a little more comprehensibly than that. Throw hands. It's time to throw some hands. They judging us. I've had enough.
だからね、その有事の言う全員ってのがそもそもの問題なわけなのよ。
I have no idea what this woman is talking about. Does leading a normal student life require the ability to find enjoyment in this sort of vague, meaningless riddle? In that case, I've still got a ways to go.
ほら、全員って言うには一人足りないでしょ？
Oh, so we're talking about Sakaki? We're finally on the same page. I use the word everyone when only 5 of us are here. Amane is suggesting my unconscious exclusion of Sakaki Yumiko from the group suggests a problem in our social dynamic.
そう、こうして休み時間になるとたまに姿を消し、いたとしても本を読んで他人からの干渉をシャットアウト。榊さん、それで本当にいいのって思ったわけ。
She's keeping her distance out of her own free will, so presumably this is how she wants it to be. I don't think it's necessarily something we need to worry about.
これまでそうしてきたことが逆に悪循環だったかもしれないじゃない。もっと積極的にコミュニケーションを取れば変わる可能性もあるとは思わない？
I hadn't thought of it that way, but she might be onto something. Sakaki's a human being after all. Much as her box cutter brandishing mischief may stand out, letting those moments of hostility prejudice all of our other interactions with her means we've given up on all hope of mutual understanding.
あの女、あれで絶対誘い受けだぜ。構ってほしいくせに周りにチヤホヤされたら迷惑そうに被害者面すんのよさ。
Probably. How did you reach that conclusion? Do you have any evidence whatsoever?
知らねえ。テンプレだとそうなってんだよ。
Oh my god. Okay, you can stop talking now.
そうかもしれないけど、私やっぱちょっと怖いな。何かあるとすぐにギラッとくるじゃん、氷の笑みが。
はい、そうですね。特にみちる様はその笑みの対象になるケースが非常に多く、私としても心中穏やかではありません。
やっぱそうなの。私狙い撃ち。
ともかく市場は捨てましょう。でね、私ちょっと考えたんだけど、誰が一番榊さんと仲良くなれるかを競うってのはどうかなって。
Oh shoot. A contest?
どんな風に？
そうね、例えば手に触れたら1点とか、服とか袖を引っ張ったら3点とか。
Is it my imagination or is this sounding increasingly fishy? Also potentially dangerous.
ユミちゃんは髪の毛が綺麗で長いのよさ。
じゃあ触れただけなら1点、引っ張ったら3点、抜いたら5点でどう？
Why are we yanking her hair out?
切った場合は？おお、攻めるわね。じゃあ切ったセンチメートルかける10点でどうかしら。
What is going on?
なかなかの高得点ね。うひょーい、私が本気を出せばユミちゃんの頭を焼け野原みたいにするのなんて造作もないことなのよさ。
Okay, I'm starting to get slightly concerned. Can we slow down for a second here? Are you all seriously going to do this? Damn, they gonna snatch a bitch's wig, dude. I know. Snag that wig. Is this an episode of Jerry Springer? Oh my god. My voice of restraint falls on deaf ears. The rest of the group is getting more fired up by the second.
榊さんが読んでいる本を取り上げた場合はどうなるのでしょうか。それじゃあ100点。でもその本を榊さんの頭にかぶせたら1万点。逆に本に榊さんを読ませたらなんと5万点よ。
Nah, it's the best episodes of Mori. You are not the father. Oh my lord. I can't do this. Oh my god.
すごいです。一発逆転のロマンがありますね。
A book reading Sakaki? What does that even mean? Please explain in detail. Was it a surreal gag? Did Amane trip over her tongue in her increasingly frantic excitement? At this rate, I'll likely never know the truth. The bizarre conversation rolls forward, momentum building by the second. You'd think everyone involved was hitting the peak of chemical-induced high. It might just be my imagination, but sometimes I think I may have found my way into a fairly deranged excuse for a learning environment.
じゃあ勝負は次の休み時間に。一番榊さんと仲良くなれた人の勝ちということで。
God.
やりがいがありますね。
負けないわよ。
Do you people actually hate Sakaki or what? The enthusiastic group of conspirators doesn't dignify my perfectly reasonable question with a response. Tragically, for Sakaki, the next recess period arrives all too quickly.
いいこと？ユージも榊さんにバラしたりしちゃダメだからね。わかった？
Fine.
お兄ちゃんは得点係だから、誰かに肩入れするような行為も慎むのよさ。
Fine, fine. Let's get this over with. To be honest, I seriously doubt this is going to get us any closer with Sakaki, but giving the game away would probably make things just as awkward in its own way. And so, I've adopted the typically Japanese policy of watching passively over the situation from a safe distance. Sakaki Yumiko, the unexplored territory, the final frontier, the final frontier, seated at her desk, face buried in a thick book. Her body language projects a desire to be left alone.
榊さん、ちょっと今いい？
The Suo Amane expedition takes the first daring step into the wilderness. Her approach appears impressively natural. Woman's something of a skilled actress, apparently. Of course, she could probably be putting that talent to better use than this, but...
何？私たちね、榊さんがいない間にちょっと話し合ったんだけど。何か陰湿な話かしら。いや、そんなんじゃなくてね。
Sakaki coolly throws out a perceptive question without bothering to look up from her book, prompting a flustered denial from Amane.
私たちこれまで榊さんの気持ちを考えずに接してきたんじゃないかと反省したんです。そうそれよ。
どういう意味？榊さんが望むなら、私たちも榊さんの意向を邪魔しないように、あまりお互いに干渉しないようにしようかなって。そう。例えば？ね
えユミちゃん、今どんな本読んでるのよさ。
Makina tries to snatch away the book with a surprise attack, but is forcefully rebuffed by Sakaki, who's clearly in a state of heightened wariness. Makina clicks her tongue in irrepressible frustration. She'd been gambling on taking the big points with that opportunity, but sadly her moment has passed with nothing more than 1-point hand touch.
約1名、今の話の趣旨を全く理解してないみたいだけど。
もうマキナ、あんたまた勝手なことして。すみません榊さん、マキちゃんが急にあんなことして手をひねったりされてませんか？
だからといってわざわざあなたが手を触る必要があるのかしら。
はい、万が一のこともありますから念のために確認を。手のひらと指は大丈夫ですね。あと手首はと。
When does this just go past the point of harassment? Are we already at the harassment point, or do we need to go a bit further?
さすがさっちゃん、他人の失敗を自らの得点として引き込むとは。
God.
油断ならないのよさ。
Amane and Makina quietly muttered to each other, careful to keep out of Sakaki's earshot. The palm of Sakaki's hand and her fingers are pretty much a package deal, so I'll award 1 point for the pair. With the addition of the wrist, Sachi's jumped into an early lead with 2 points.
もうさっちゃんってば、さっきの話をしたすぐ後にそんなことしてたら榊さんに変な子みたいに思われちゃうわよ。それでどうして私をバンバン叩くのよ。あらごめんなさい、お姉ちゃん間違えてしもだわ。ねえねえ知ってる？向こうのおばちゃんってすぐこうやって人叩くねんな。そう言ってさらに叩くのやめてほしいんだけど。
Thumping equals 5 points, and she just executed a 5-hit combo. Makina making excellent use of her folksy Kansai girl act. Amane seizes 25 points in the blink of an eye. I cannot read. The old lady reference also seems like a clever play, taking advantage of the difference in their ages, but expressing my admiration on this point would likely lead to new conflict. I exercise discretion and keep my trap shut.
あまね、 こんな風にバンバン叩いたらユミちゃんに失礼じゃないのよさ。こんな風にねえユミちゃん。
I think we are at the harassment point now.
あなたの方がよっぽど失礼よ。
Just when I thought the balance of power had shifted to Amane, Machina uses her established thoughtlessness as cover to launch a new series of attacks, quickly acquiring 40 points. Keeping up with the scoring is beginning to prove challenging in its own right.
あれユミコ、制服のボタン取れてない？あ、いや、なんでもないです。その、榊さん。
Sakaki anticipates Michiru's approach and brings it to a premature halt with her powerful glare. The pseudo tsundere wilts like a potted plant under the desert sun.
あ、確かにボタン取れてますよ。
What was that? She went, yay. Seizing the moment once again, Sachi deftly plucks a button from Sakaki's uniform, then holds it out for inspection on the palm of her hand.
そう。ありがとう。
いいえ、当然のことですから。
God. Sakaki's clearly dubious in comparison. Sachi's beaming from ear to ear. She's got guts to launch a bold attack like that under such risky circumstances. In deference to our dauntless soul of a maid, I mentally award 50 points, bringing Sachi's total to 52. She's regained the lead in a flash.
よろしければ、すぐにボタンをお付けしますが。
勝手になさい。
Yumiko's just giving up. She's like, alright, I guess I'm just getting harassed today. I don't even care anymore.
はい、お任せください。
ちょっと、服を引っ張らないでよ。
Oh my god.
申し訳ありません。針を通すもので、少しこちらに寄っていただけると。
Sachi launches a follow-up attack, pulling on Sakaki's school uniform, earns her 3 points, bringing a total to 55.
それでなぜあなたは反対側を引っ張るのよ。
伸びた分、バランスよくしといた方がいいかと思ったのよさ。迷惑だったか？
はっきりと迷惑だわ。
じゃ、元に戻すな。
内側に引っ張ったって元に戻らないわよ。
Machina adds 2 tugs for a total addition of 6 points, with a score of 46. She's hot on Sachi's heels. Okay guys, who's gonna win this war? Will it be Sachi, Amane, Michiru, or friggin' Machina? Who's winning? Who's gonna win by the end? That's the question.
あなたたち、一体何を企んでいるの？
Sakaki's not completely oblivious by this point. By this point, she's clearly realized that she's become the group's plaything. Her voice has a dangerous edge to it. Sachi? Alright, we got a prediction for Sachi.
もう、そんなことないってば。せっかくの綺麗な髪に白髪ができちゃうわよ。
None. MC is ace. Yuji coming in with the surprise win. Sachi, also Mama agrees. Okay. Alright, we've got a lot of Sachi, and Golden Panther is the lone person voting for Yuji. I can't think.
そんなわけないでしょ。ごまかさないで。また触らないで。でもほら枝毛。嘘もつかないで。いや、ほんとよ。ここ。
Amane seems to have discovered a genuine split end. Sakaki falters for a moment, obviously thrown off her balance. Devious as Amane may be at times, I don't think this was planned out beforehand.
別に気にしないわ、この程度。そういうわけにはいかないでしょ。身だしなみくらいしとかないと、ズボラでみっともない女になっちゃうわよ。
Sakaki attempted to bury the split end in her thick hair, but Amane smoothly intercedes and takes up position behind her. Compared to the clearly unnatural interactions earlier, this is convincingly normal development. From a neutral perspective, it would appear an action of pure goodwill and friendliness on Amane's part. Accordingly, Sakaki proves unable to offer any firm resistance. 1, 2, 3 touches of hair. Of course, unbeknownst to her, Mane's racking up points by the second.
あまねめ、いいポジションに入り込んだのよさ。
Having won Sakaki's trust for the moment, Amane no longer has any need to employ risky, aggressive tactics. As she slowly and steadily racks up the points, Makina and Sachi's faces grow increasingly tense with desperation.
何よ。本当に綺麗な髪だと思って。あ、枝毛どうしよう。抜いちゃってもいいの？あ、私枝毛切り持ってるから、私が。分かったわよ。マネにお願いするからそんなに睨まないでよ。
Well, I think we know all one thing. We all know one thing. Michiru is definitely not winning because Yumiko just doesn't trust her at all.
ありがとう、みちる。
なんで私だけ
Michiru, it's painful just to watch you. The girl's thoughts are written too plainly on her face, especially when she's up to no good. Sakaki's going to shoot her down every time. Perhaps this will inspire her to take a good long look at herself. Oh, shoot. No, I dropped my phone. On the other extreme, Amane is already coasting into a leisurely victory lap. Combing through Sakaki's long hair, she snips out split ends with the scissor she borrowed from Michiru. As she's racking up another 10 points with every centimeter she harvests, she's already well into triple digits. Although Sakaki's keeping her expression blank, her reaction to Amane's fiddling with her hair appears to be something like relaxed boredom. Putting aside the points in this silly contest, seems like they really might be getting friendlier.
ユミちゃん、決闘しよう決闘。友情が芽生えるまで殴り合おう。
Let's go punch the crap out of each other.
お断りよ。榊さん、面白そうな本をお持ちですね。よろしければ私にも見せていただけませんか？不穏だから。いや。
No, you got. Makina and Sachi try their best to claw back into the fight, but Sakaki's on high alert. Their hands are tied. At this point, it's no exaggeration to say the match is all but decided.
はーい、終わったわ。みちるもハサミありがとう。
Very soon, the chime heralding the end of the recess period will sound. At that moment, this battle will be concluded as well. Sitting comfortably on a commanding lead, Amane refrains from touching Sakaki's hair any longer than necessary, bringing the grooming session to a natural end. Long since out of the running, Michiru seems destined to end the match with an inept 0 points. As Amane hands over the scissors, they slip through the dejected Michiru's hand and clatter against the floor. As a side note, don't get the idea that Michiru is only careless when depressed. This sort of thing happens all the time.
あ、ごめんごめん。
大丈夫。あったあった。
Dropping down under the desk, Michiru crawls forward a bit in the direction of the group. Picking up her scissors, she immediately begins to stand up.
ちょっと、そんなところで立ち上がった？
As Michiru's head lunges towards her like the world's clumsiest uppercut, Sakaki instinctively reaches out with her hands to defend herself. Of course, in those hands, she's still holding the book she's been protecting all this time. and the next instant, Sakaki's frozen in place. Her book, knocked violently out of her hands, now rests on top of her head. Apparently unable to process the situation, Sakaki stands perfectly still. Sakaki's face is blank with dazed confusion. The hardcover book lies open across the crown of her head like some bizarre helmet. It's a truly surreal moment. I find myself staring blankly, utterly lost for words. Makina has already burst into an explosion of tactless laughter, and Amane is trying to, and failing, to contain her own amusement. Satsuki, on the other hand, gazes with some bitterness at this truly astonishing bottom of the ninth.
Hey.
That was it for that one, right? Bottom of the ninth comeback, sorry. And in that moment, the bell echoes through the classroom, ending the contest. At the next recess period, we've gathered in the hallway in an attempt to avoid Sakaki's notice.
はーい、というわけで優勝はユージ、発表をお願い。
I think you're all well aware already, with the final score of 10,000 points earned by planting Sakaki's book on top of her head, Michiru is our champion. Well, guys, we were all wrong. Like, literally every single one of us was wrong. I was also wrong because I said there's no way Michiru was gonna win.
悪いわね、みんな。
なんか納得いかないのよさ。
全くです。
No.
悲しいわね、負け犬の遠吠え。
Bruh.
認めなさい。家庭はどうあれ結果が全て。運も実力のうちってね。
Michiru may have been completely nonplussed by her victory at first, but upon grasping the situation, she instantly puffed herself up like a peacock. I think it's fairly clear the girl has a lot of backed up resentment.
みんなに勝つチルチルなんてチルチルじゃないのよさ。
はい、みちる様らしくありません。みちる様、バランスを取るためにも次の機会はぜひ負けてくださいませ。そこまで言う必要ないでしょ。まあまあ、ええやんみんな。
Amane offers the group vague, soothing words in full Kansai dialect.
ところでみちる、最後のあれって狙ってたわけじゃないわよね。もちろん偶然でしょ。いや、もちろん計算づくに決まってるじゃない。
Michiru's voice rings with bold confidence. Judging from her stilted phrasing, it's most likely a complete lie, but the words nonetheless sound fairly convincing as they echo hollowly down the hallway. At that moment, everyone else freezes in pure shock with a quick survey of our surroundings. I soon learn why. I don't miss Amane mouthing the word idiot with a slightly smug look on her face, either. Her reaction to defeat is to plot revenge, it would seem. Quite a woman.
でもこれで本当にユミコと少しは仲良くなれたのかしら。
No, I think not. Sorry.
なんでよ。多分みちるがもう無事じゃいられないからかな。どういう意味よ、それ。
わざとだったのね、あれ。
With a familiar, ominous sound, the shadowy figure that snuck up behind Michiru mutters a few ice-cold words. The smile on Michiru's face instantly hardens into a rigid grimace. Copious streams of sweat begin to run down her forehead and along her cheeks.
どうして教えてくれなかったのよ。
At last, aware of her plight, Michiru squeezes out a few whimpering words of reproach. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just noticed a moment ago myself.
黙ってなさいって目で脅されててごめんね。
あまね、あんた分かってて私に聞いたでしょ。
てへ
てへんじゃね
んでも安心しました。みちる様にはふさわしい終わり方でほっとしています。
ほっとすんな。一見落着なのよさ。なあ、ゆみちゃんも。
分かってると思うけど、当然あなたたちも絶対に許さないから。
お
ほら、ある意味仲良くなったと思わない？
You're such an optimist, Amane.
私はどうしたら。
Well, probably the same thing as the rest of us. Retreat double time!
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。
それはこっちのセリフだわ。
This day would go down as the first time in the Academy's history that all of us, its students, were simultaneously absent from a class, but it said that no one involved dared speak the reason why. Well, on that note, I think it's a good place to stop right here. Thank you all so much for dropping by. I think after today, my affiliate requirements will be met due to the viewers. So I really do appreciate all of you. Just so friggin' much. I can't stress it enough. Like, thank you all so much for just dropping by, coming in and having a good time, just chatting with me, enjoying the novel, enjoying the story, enjoying the crazy waifus. It's always a good time. Now, in typical fashion as always, we're going to raid someone. You should be there. You've been at the entire stream. Yeah, hopefully. But we're going to raid Void Katie. She is she's a VTuber that I really enjoy watching, and I kind of relate to her because, like me, she also has autism. So I kind of relate to her on that note. So, and it's the first time raiding her, so I would like to raid her now. And we're all going to go in there and we're going to type Raid Shadow Legends in all caps. I hope you're all ready. But let me go ahead and click this. And then
Having a way to fight.
we're going to go ahead and raid. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye.
Fight me, bitch. Aw, can you not get me? Is that a problem? What? That Mochi boy